Hey guys, while EA Star Wars Battlefront 2 faced a lot of controversy at launch regarding microtransactions and loot boxes, since then, the game has done a complete 180 and is hands down one of the best Battlefront games to date. I myself have been heavily involved in the Battlefront community since before Battlefront 2015 came out, so I was fortunate enough to see all the changes firsthand across all the Battlefront games, including Battlefront 2. Without going in any specific order, today I want to tell you my top 5 reasons why you should give EA Star Wars Battlefront 2 a chance in 2021. Number 1. The single player experience. In 2017, when the game first came out, if you wanted to play this game for the single player experience, I would have told you to wait until the game dropped significantly in price. Like, significantly. Like to about $12 at the absolute most, and that's being generous. The game initially launched with the single player story mode and free DLC, which added 3 extra missions. This was okay and would take about 3 to 4 hours of your life if you were collecting everything and watching all the cutscenes. Aside from that, you got a team deathmatch mode, and that was pretty much it. Fast forward to 2020, and the single player experience received a complete overhaul. We're talking instant action, large-scale battles, vehicle gameplay, heroes fighting villains, attack and defend game modes, a starfighter game mode, and tweaks to the overall experience. Had the game launched with these additions, I would have encouraged you to go out and pay full price for the game. Hell, I would have suggested tipping the developers an extra $10 if you could. The amount of love and care the single-player experience got is well worth the price of what you're going to pay for the game now. Whether it's free, $5, $10, or even $40, I would say the offline experience is well worth playing the game right now. If you want an in-depth look at the single-player experience, I made a video outlining all the single-player offerings the game currently has. If you want a deep dive about what exactly the single-player modes are like, I suggest checking out that video. This by itself, in my opinion, is enough reasons to go pick up the game. But we have 4 more reasons, so don't crap yourself just yet. Maybe single player isn't your thing. Maybe you're a competitive multiplayer kind of folk. Well, this brings us to number 2, the multiplayer experience. Unlike its predecessor, Battlefront 2015, which was more for casual gamers, Battlefront 2's multiplayer has a complete overhaul to its infrastructure. From a class system to a leveling system to a skill system, Battlefront 2 allows you to really hone in on the type of class, hero, and vehicle you want to play as. And there are plenty of modes to not only take up your time with epic Star Wars battles, but give you the satisfaction of playing competitively in the world of Star Wars. No matter what your playstyle is, there is probably a mode for you. Want to play large-scale battles around objectives? Galactic Assault is for you. Want to play as your favorite hero and duke it out with other heroes? There are 2 game modes specifically for that. Want to fly around in a ship and fight over objectives, or just play as your favorite hero ship? Also plenty of game modes for you. How about team up with 3 of your best friends to take on AI across large-scale maps? Battlefront 2 also has you covered. From large-scale based game modes to small team-based game modes to simple team deathmatch modes, Battlefront 2's multiplayer has a large variety of game modes to choose from. There's even Ewok Hunt, which is almost like a zombie-based game mode where you team up with other stormtroopers to survive a night on Endor against player-controlled Ewoks. It's equally terrifying as it is fun, but maybe you're a skeptic and think there just isn't enough content to keep you occupied. Well, you're wrong. Number 3, the content. Star Wars Battlefront 2 offers a large variety of different gameplay styles. It's not exclusive in the way that you can play it. You can play as heroes, soldiers, vehicles, and even reinforcement soldiers, which also play differently than the regular infantry. All 4 base classes, the Assault, Heavy, Specialist, and Officer, all have a unique playstyle. The Assault allows for quick, fast-paced action for players that want to rush the objective and get kills quickly. The Heavy is for those who want to take down objectives or large groups of enemies. The Officer is for support, and trust me, we need more people playing as the Officer in this game. The Specialist is for lone wolves who like sniping from afar and setting traps for the enemy. The Rocket Trooper allows for quick mobility, and the Enforcer is a faster version of the Heavy. There are other trooper classes in the game as well that allow for different playstyles, and it's really fun trying them out and leveling them up. Not to mention, you can toggle between first and third person on the base troopers for an experience that best suits you. There are also lightsaber heroes that change up the dynamic of the game. You won't just be shooting at your opponent, but you'll also be playing as and fighting for your life against people such as Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, a coughing droid, some weird green goat, a fake Skywalker, and some old dude. Surprisingly, even the lightsaber wielders all play differently. And if you thought ground troopers sound like a good deal, well, you also get to play as vehicles, both ground and in the air. I'm not going to go into details about every single one, but I can tell you an AT-AT walker does not feel anything like an AT-ST walker. But the deal gets even better. Not only do you get to control ground and air vehicles with all these awesome troopers, but you get to experience all sorts of characters, vehicles, and heroes in all three major eras of Star Wars, the prequel, original, and sequel trilogies. There are a vast variety of heroes, vehicles, troopers, and maps for you to experience across all three eras of Star Wars. You'll easily spend an entire 168 hours trying to experience everything this game has to offer, across both multiplayer and single player. There's endless fun to be had with this game, but the fun doesn't stop at the base game. Number 4. Mods. Now this one is a bit catered to if you're playing on PC or not, but if you are, the game is almost the GOAT of Star Wars games. There are so many mods for so many different things, you'll get lost for months. From character mods to gameplay mods to performance mods to custom mods to menu and interface mods, the modding experience basically makes this an entirely different game. In my opinion, the PC is the definitive way to experience Star Wars Battlefront 2, especially if you're a veteran player still playing in 2021. If you are a veteran player and haven't picked up Star Wars Battlefront 2 yet for the PC, this is an absolute must. Even if you already have the game and need to pay another $20 to have the game again on PC, I would say it's well worth it. New mods are uploaded every week, and you will easily find a mod that will change the experience of the game for you, even if you played the base game for over 200 hours already. And trust me, I'm that person. Modding the game will easily expand your playtime by half. Whether you're a shiny or a vet, pick up the game for PC for this feature alone. You will not regret it. Which leaves us to our final reason as to why you should pick up Battlefront 2 in 2021. Number 5. The community. This one is a bit biased and actually comes from the heart. Star Wars Battlefront is a series that got me into making gaming videos in the first place, and through that I've heavily involved myself with the community. Star Wars Battlefront has one of the best, most passionate communities I've ever seen. It's filled with players who love the series and want more people playing it. The amount of wholesome stuff I've seen on Reddit regarding players treating other players nicely during multiplayer games gives me hope for humanity. While you'd expect a shooter game like Star Wars Battlefront to be filled with toxic competitive players, it's mostly composed of people who just want to enjoy the game and want you, the other player, to come back to play the game with them again. Watching the community grow from the first game to the end of the second game has been an experience by itself, and if you get involved, you will find a lot of cool people who will not only want to play the game with you, but might even become long-term friends in the long run. These have been my top 5 reasons as to why you should play Star Wars Battlefront 2 in 2021. Be sure to comment and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this in the future. Also be sure to follow us on Twitter and Facebook to stay up to date with Star Wars Battlefront and other gaming related stuff. We also have a Solo Players Matter group which is dedicated to talking about and changing the single player content in video games. We hope you enjoyed the video, and until then, we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.